Morning,
All
everybody.
right, good morning. We'll move on to introducing our next team. We got the Nebraska Kearney Lopers here. Coach Josh Lynn, running back Luke Quinn, and defensive lineman Hinwa, Allieu. Now you're going to check me on that. Hinwa, did I do it okay?
That was good.
That's tough. Yep. Guys, does anyone have any questions for Coach specifically? And or, Coach, would you like to make an opening statement of any kind?
First of all, I'd like to thank Mike Racy and his crew, Riley. They do a wonderful job. I've been fortunate to be associated with 3 different Division II conferences, and this event is right up there in regards to first class when it comes to our level, and it's just a first class event. I want to thank you for that. Next thing is I'm really excited about the season. Got a good group coming back. I've always considered UNK since we've been there. This is going on my 3rd season. We've always kind of been the guys that, or the team that's been in the stands watching everybody else play. And in regards to that, we're looking to, hopefully change that as we move forward here.
Does anyone have any questions for Coach specifically?
Coach, just coming into this point last year, I know you were replacing your quarterback kind of with weird circumstances there. So just having Alex coming back this year, just how much has that helped just going into the offseason, now going into the fall with the offensive side of the ball?
It's been wonderful. And in regards to Alex McGinnis, our quarterback, he got put in a position last year. He jumped in. He jumped in the pool. He didn't dabble. He went in there and executed, and really ran our offense the way we need to run it. And he's just built on that and moved forward on that as we moved along here through his moving on to his senior year.
Coach, you guys made a 2-win improvement year over year last year. Offensively, you had the number 1 rushing attack in the league. Do you think, kind of to piggyback on what you were saying about Alex, do you think that the next phase in your kind of progression through this league is to be more effective throwing the ball than you were?
Absolutely. With what we do rushing the ball, I mean, you can ask any of these coaches in the room today. We're gonna run the football. But to counter that, we've got to do better throwing the ball. And we have an explosive offense, but with that explosive offense, the play action game needs to be a big part of what we do. And that's something we need to improve on.
Does anyone have any questions for the players specifically? I asked Hinwa before we started, I said, what do you weigh? He weighs 290, and he looks like he's an agile 290. Now, Coach, if I could piggyback off of the previous question from the crowd, you guys had a 500 season last year, and just kind of on the brink of being able to make some big moves in this league. How was the off-season conditioning for you guys? And players, please jump in here on this. What was the off-season like, and how did you guys prepare for this upcoming season?
Luke, you want to jump in on the off-season?
Yeah, so basically our off-season was very effective. We would wake up at 5:30 a.m. and go to about 7:30 with strength and conditioning. We have a great strength and conditioning coach in Steve Schultz, and he does a great job training us.
Oh, that's great.
Another thing too is, our focus. Our focus is obviously. I mean, this is a tough league, and the depth that you need to have in this league, and to be physical in this league and do what we want to do offensively and defensively, with the physicality point of it, you've got to be really well trained, and it's got to be an all year round thing. So we've had a really good spring, and guys are doing a really good job in the summertime.
One other thing that's highlighted, I feel like we should highlight, is you guys were top 4 in rushing defense as well as top 3 in passing defense. That's pretty phenomenal. How do you plan to replicate that or even improve upon that?
Our defense coordinator Scott Lewis does a wonderful job. The ins and outs of an offense and defense, most notably a defense, is just doing the same thing over and over each year, and then whatever teams throw at you defensively, you're able to check with simplicity to get your players playing as fast as they possibly can. And that's just the great thing moving into year 3 is, our young men have been in the system and they've been doing the same thing for going on 3 seasons now. And we just feel a lot more comfortable, and our guys are flying around the football field, not knowing what to do.
Luke, being a part of the rushing offense that you're a part of, you guys have 5 or 6 guys that can all carry the ball, obviously. What's it like to be in that kind of offense where you all kind of trust each other when you have the ball?
It's really nice, considering that I've been in an offense here at the school where there's only been 1 to 2 backs. Now we have multiple weapons. We have 4 to 5 great running backs, and I'm confident in every running back that we have to be out there, knowing their plays and executing.
Well, if there are no further questions, we will send Coach and his players, the Nebraska Kearney Lopers, home. I mean, they had 44 returning letter winners. Guys, we sure appreciate you guys coming out and making the trip and your involvement with the conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.